In 5 minutes, I'm performing magic to a real audience who paid to be here. And I've only been practicing magic for 3 weeks. And a lot of that 3 weeks was doing like administrative stuff, like planning the show and not actually practicing my tricks. So I don't feel the most prepared. Also, my mom is here and she's somehow more nervous than me. And my boss, Devin, who's like the world's biggest magic fan. So I have a lot to prove. And I've never quite gotten my finale trick right in practice. 3, Alakazam! And it's gone! And the ring is gone. So we're about to find out. Do I have what it takes to be a professional magician? Back pockets, back pockets.
I have a cell phone.
Oh, okay. That's concerning. Okay. The first step in my magic journey was to see some magic and learn the basics from my friend Jacob, who's a full-time professional magician. I like that there's like 17,000 decks of cards.
Yes, there's a lot of decks of cards. Take one out.
Okay.
Remember, show camera.
Got it,
and
got
such.
it.
Put it back. Camera saw and everything, and can you push it all the way in? And square, so even if I pick up the cards, I can't like go to the point or anything.
Yep.
And you'll be honest when you see your card.
Yes. No.
It wasn't the 3 of diamonds,
No, it
okay,
wasn't.
obviously, because you didn't put it on top. What was your card?
The 3 of hearts.
Oh, so close. You see a move?
Yeah.
Turn it over.
What the hell?
You want to learn how to become a magician.
How much time do I need to prepare for a show? How long did it take you to become a magician?
I got into magic when I was like 10. I'm 24 now, so I've been doing it for 14 years.
Do you think I'm gonna be able to like do enough cool tricks to have a show? Are these all magic books?
Most of these are. So let's start with these. This is the Tarbell course in magic. So for this, we'll turn to the magician's secrets. Oh, and we'll skip over necromancy and divination.
Oh, I forgot we could do that. I
Yeah.
wanna do necromancy at the show.
Okay, we're not gonna do this. This is crazy. There's kind of this quote that magicians guard an empty safe, like to keep the mysteries. So the way that people learn magic is, one, they're safeguarded like monetarily. This is not a particularly easy book to just work through. And for a long time, these books were really only sold like through magic shops to people that are like known to be magicians. But magic has kind of always been for sale like this. Tons of stuff in here has just been republished again and again and again in video format and whatever. But the best stuff, I think, is always buried. And a lot of it is taking things that have been kind of lost to time and updating them. Sending you home with like a book or something more realistically emulates you becoming a magician. Some element of finding for yourself is like part of the process.
Okay, thanks, Jacob. Bye. I'm gonna go practice. If I'm gonna do a crash course in becoming a magician, I should know how to shuffle. So right now I'm watching Now You See Me, classic magician movie that I need to brush up on. And I'm just gonna practice until I can get the cards to like, you know when they snap back after you shuffle them? Put your card into the deck, rather, face up. I'm just gonna go ahead and flip all the cards face down, except for your card will be face up. I have 2 cards face up. Was one of these your card? I'll keep working on this one. Okay, so I'm obviously doing really well with my magic so far. I'm gonna do an incredible stage show. From my understanding, there are many types of magicians. Some magicians don't even perform at all. They just make tricks for other magicians. What kind of magic do you do and why?
A lot of the stuff I do is kind of the more close-up, intimate shows, just because that's what I think is most interesting, and one of the main comments I get is, I don't believe it when it's on TV, but when it's happening to me, it's so different.
I've been spending most of my time like practicing the physical tricks, like playing with cards basically. Is that what you spend most of your time doing? Because now that we're planning the show, I feel like I need to pivot into marketing the show and actually doing the like admin of creating the show.
I spent a ton of my childhood doing what you're doing now. And now that I have kind of like shows and repertoire of things that I've done hundreds or thousands of times, I do find myself working more on the marketing and the admin.
All right, what kind of show can I do?
Let's do like 25, 30 minutes. I think
Okay.
we can do that with what you've been practicing so far. I like to put the stuff I'm very comfortable with at the beginning. So easy and, I don't know, make them think you suck.
We need to keep expectations low.
Expectations on the floor. 3 to 4 of the card tricks you've been working on, let's do there. and then one longer, crazy piece, and then like a really punchy finale that'll be like the hardest thing you do, the thing you have to work towards, and like the thing we'll be working on for the next few weeks.
This looks like a great show.
It looks like a great show.
So then now we just need a place for the show to be. I really like Caveat as a venue.
I've seen some shows there.
Okay, so how do we decide on ticket price?
The tickets can really get up there, but they're more of like an intimate experience. Those can kind of run you $100 plus. For something like this, you can do around $40. Let's see what Caveat says.
What do you wear when you're doing magic?
Not a top hat, if that's what you're asking.
So I feel like we could make a decent amount with the show. Is a corporate event always going to be your most profitable thing?
Corporate events generally are very good, but it depends. If you can get a consistent show that pays really well, that's amazing, and they have high ticket prices. But in general, like, corporate is going to pay well, and it's a huge range. I know magicians that charge anywhere from $1,500 to tens of thousands. People are getting $100,000 a show or more for like big corporate events. So maybe we're not going to make that this time.
Yeah, but next time.
Yeah.
But probably next time I will make that. We came to Tannen's to see where American magicians have been buying their supplies for a century.
My name is Adam Blumenthal. I'm the owner of Tannen's Magic Shop, and you are standing in the oldest magic shop in New York City, and one of the oldest in the world.
They have everything you could need, from a pack of cards for a few bucks, a fancier trick for a few hundred, all the way to custom stage illusions for a few $1,000s. How did you come to be running this magic shop?
I grew up coming to the store since I was a kid. I was a customer on the weekends. I would spend all Saturday here. Then I went to our magic camp that's been running now for 52 summers. And the bug kind of bit.
What do we have over here?
This is some of our historical items and a small portion of our collection of Houdini memorabilia. Houdini was a New Yorker for much of his life and lived in Harlem in a brownstone. And that brownstone underwent its first major renovation just a number of years ago, and we inherited Houdini's bathtub. Houdini was known as an escape artist, and many of his most famous escapes were underwater breath holds. So if you have to practice holding your breath, where else but your bathtub?
Ready? And then it's gonna disappear. Fix that in post.
And that's one of the great reasons of coming to a magic store is we can show you and help teach you. So everything here can basically be done with enough practice.
You would show me how it's done, and then I could walk out of here with a pretty good idea of it.
You'd know the secret, but it takes a little bit of practice to get it mastered. But yes, anything here you can walk out with the secret.
But I have to pay before you teach the secret?
You do.
Damn it. Tannen's is a great place to buy magic because you can come in and describe what kind of trick you'd like to buy, then they'll demo things for you so you can see what you like, and then after you buy it, they'll teach you how it's done.
Some good ones that still are going to require a lot of practice, but are very cool. Ring on shoelace. There's like good audience interaction. You break the fourth wall. It's of this category of like object to impossible location, right?
Right.
The object is personal. The location is relatively impossible. That's a good candidate, I think.
$700. This is a bet on myself. This is a bet on my magic show making money. And this is a bet that I don't get my corporate card taken away. Last thing. Are you there, Houdini? It's me, Macy. Please send me your magical powers for my magic show. I'm a big fan. It was time to get serious about practicing my tricks for an audience. One of the bubbles turns into glass. Okay, that sounds perfect. June 8th, 2:30, 100 tickets of $30. All right, thank you. All right, I'm gonna make a title, a description. I'm gonna make some art. I'm gonna get this link up so I can start selling tickets. And then, oh my gosh, I really have to start practicing.
I think I forgot my script. That's okay.
Okay, so my cards aren't all fixed up, so that's my issue. Let me just fix that. Lightning speed. The Jack of Spades.
Come on, it's pretty good.
Witchcraft!
Cut the cameras. How did you do it?
Welcome to Macy Practices Her Finale Trick. I'm so scared that I'm gonna mess this up at the show. So I figured I should practice some more, and I should practice with a little bit of an audience. So we can't film this trick because we actually don't have the rights to it. So we're just gonna film your reactions.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make it disappear out of your hand.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And the ring is gone. It's on my shoelace.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so did you guys see how I did it? Wait, you guys aren't giving me good feedback because I don't think I've earned this clapping. I think you're doing that clapping as a bit. Hi, Houdini. Rest in peace, buddy. So listen, I'm still a huge fan, but this book isn't the nicest to you. It says you kind of weren't that loved in your time. To his public, during the first decades of the 20th century, Houdini wasn't thought of as a magician at all. He was the escape artist. And then get this, by most accounts it was Howard Thurston who was the great magician and Houdini who envied his status. But I think that's dumb. I think you're great. Houdini, if you're really in there, please help me escape from these handcuffs. Oh, this coat is so long. I did it! Do you think my show's gonna be good?
Honestly, I wouldn't do the handcuffs thing if I were you. That wasn't good. Maybe do cards or something?
Thanks, Houdini. I am gonna take these. I need them for the show. I'm sorry. It was finally showtime. I sold 82 tickets, made just over $1,000, and the only thing left was to see if I could actually put on a good show. Jesus Christ. Oh, 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 it's magic. Never believe it's not so. It's magic. This is really stuck in there. It's not so. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to Mace Up My Sleeve, the magic show that has been, 3 weeks in the making. But I do have one of the greatest women in the world as my assistant today. Meg, could you come out, please? Yeah! The early tricks were going well. Sometimes I do a weird thing where one of them just turns to glass. And it's like, why would it do, that's not. Then I hit my first snag because I forgot how to do this trick when Meg brought it out to me. Can you actually take this?
Yeah.
But then I got back on track for my card set. So I need a volunteer in the audience. Meg, you pick who to hand it to. Now you're gonna hold that and squeeze it shut so I can't mess with it, and you're gonna hold it for the rest of the trick, okay? I'm gonna need 3 more volunteers. You name a color.
Blue.
Okay, a color of cards. Black, okay. All right, you can name the suit. Spade, okay, and then someone else, raise your hand again, and you're gonna name the card. 8 of spades. All right, bring me the deck. Thank you so much. I knew that you guys were gonna pick the 8 of spades. It's not your fault, but it's the most obvious card to pick. So, actually, come back up. Before this trick started, I turned around, just one card in the deck. There you go.
The 8 of spades.
We actually can't show you this trick because it's copyrighted by the magician who made it. But I also messed it up a little bit, so moving on. I'm going to shuffle these cards and you're going to tell me when to stop, okay?
Stop.
Okay. All right, so this is your card.
Yes.
Okay. Was it red? No, I didn't think it was red. It's an odd number. Okay, right. But it's a number. Okay. I don't think it's in there. I think something happened. Honestly, hear me out. It might have ended up on the bookshelf. Will you bring me that lemon? I just want to check something. Because I have this sneaking suspicion that your card might be in the lemon. I was right. It was in the lemon. And now it was time for my final trick. Wow. What about you, sir? What's your name? Devin. I understand that you're married.
Yes.
Do you trust me to do a trick with your ring?
Sure.
Okay, can I see it? But you hold on to it like that. Okay, and you trust me?
Yes.
Okay.
For now.
But it's really good. I've been practicing for 3 weeks. Okay. On the count of 3, I'm going to make Devin's wedding ring disappear. 1, 2, 3. Alakazam! And it's gone. And the ring is gone. All my training had led up to this moment. Literal hours of practice. Almost even days. Now, I just had to find where the ring disappeared to. Back pockets, back pockets.
I got a receipt from about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Janine, do you have anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you know what, guys? It's because the ring was on my shoelace this whole time. You guys can see it. Ta-da! I'll come out from behind the table. There's Devin's ring. I will untie that and get that back to you. And here you are.
Thank you.
And now let's hear what the audience thought of the show.
I came in with low expectations, and during the show I'm thinking, Houdini who?
I believe in magic now.
It feels like 3 years of practice, not 3 weeks.
I kept waiting for a rabbit to come out of her top hat, but maybe next time.
And I liked how she bossed around Meg.
Honestly, I think I can do magic now.
She's a natural. She must be like some type of wizard.
I bet you were waiting this whole time for me to do a trick with a rabbit. Well, that's actually a really offensive stereotype, and magicians don't do that anymore. But you could do a trick with a rabbit right now by turning Gouda into your pet.
Adding the syllable. Bad habit.
Do you want some more?
Adding the syllable. Bad habit.
He is already my best friend, but I guess he could be your best friend too.